Welcome back, everybody, to the Esports Wales Rocket League Season 2. I am Casual Boy, joined here by Ped, and we're here for some action-packed action all over Wales, and I'm assuming the rest of the UK. So how are you doing today, Ped? Lovely to meet you.
Yeah, I'm doing absolutely fantastic. It's great to share a booth with you today as well. I was here last season on the Rocket League for the Esports Wales League. And, you know, it was a very, very exciting season, a lot of exciting games, a lot of upsetting results for certain teams, you know, some very, very big name players in like Foxy and Tadpole. So it was a very, very good season overall for Rocket League, especially in Wales. There's a very, very strong amount of players. So, you know, it should be good to see in Season 2 those players sort of continue on with their journeys to, you know, being the best team in Wales and getting towards that natural selection, the national selection, which does happen, you know, towards the end of the year, the mid of the year. Which I'm sure John's always looking for new talent to look in that roster.
it is always great to have talent. I haven't quite caught up with the Rocket League scene here in Wales, but I did see a bit of it back when we had it in the Commonwealth Games 2022 now. I lost track when it was, but we had that Rocket League session in the Commonwealth Games. I can't remember if Wales did it, but it's still, Wales doing themselves proud going to that national scene. And talking about doing ourselves proud, I'm proud to announce we are into the start of this match here. You see Harley takes it on the ball, just with velocity, and straight across face the goal with motion, stopping it and playing it right out across the field. And most games I've cast in Rocket League, I've cursed it a little bit and said, I've always said exactly what it wasn't. I've always said it's going to be a super tight game, and then a team swamped, and then vice versa. So hopefully it changes right now for this time.
Yeah, the caster curse does come in handy, especially in a game. It's almost like the English weather. But either way, Harley there going towards the net, training it towards the back quarter, touchdown from DJ, putting it to safety as motion trying to get clear of it. DJ coming off the corner wall, now he gets the flip, reset, but he's got 0 boost. It's going to be taken by Velocity, who now looks to pass it into the centre. It's going to be taken by Harley, motion again to the backboard. Can they find the follow? Yes, they can, but it looks like all pressure at the moment is against them. And it's going to be a goal. Oh, Harley managed to find that shot there, managed to find the goal. And as we were saying, the pressure build up for him and his team have been amazing this first 50 seconds. I don't think the ball's left the blue half so far.
The ball's not left that blue half so far, and just as I was saying about how not put all your eggs in one basket, and then it did happen, and Blue were forced back into a very, very stressful situation. Harley could just come on through, was very close, and really even attack it, you couldn't even consider it. But a goal's a goal in Rocket League, especially this early in the game. You've got to keep that pressure on, going further and further. Velocity, though, bringing it across the face of the goal on the opposing side, wants to say, you can get a close goal, I can get a close goal. See if they go for it, but then Harley brings it on through all the way to the other side of the pitch, nearly gets another one, but stopped by motion, luckily in the corner of the goal there.
Yeah, very, very, very good pressure again. Still coming from this one team. I don't really think we've seen too much at the moment. Coming from these guys, the shot's going to hit the... Unfortunate there, 2 demos coming in, which was absolutely incredible. Clearing every little bit that was held upon them. Motion now trying to find that shot towards the net, but he can't quite get there. The ball flying now riskily back in that blue half as Jack comes to play a shot down. A great save there from Motion. And it just seems like at the moment we just need to see some more from Motion and his team here to find that first goal for themselves. They haven't really put any threats on the keeper. Until that one. Okay. Motion.
Motion really changing the field there. Oh. Motion showing, Harley got that close goal. Motion went for an aerial goal and really pulling out all the tricks here, getting it straight through. Harley is going to be ready to get that first goal. Owen taking the kick off. Jazz, I believe that was, takes it there. Harley coming all the way straight through, got to a fairly open goal. Velocity stopping in the tracks. Yeah, we've got a little bit of a pattern here in a team of Velocity and Motion. That's not going to science too much here, but let's hope that their 2 combinations can be just as good chemistry as it is naturally going through against the strengths of Harley and their crew. Hovering around the blue goal now, not going to be doing too much, but is coming straight back out. The DJ finding an open path, but stopped in tracks by Harley. So Blues here getting their feet back, getting their wheels, getting to a safe Rocket League, and it's going to be a close game now because we're in that 2-minute mark and it's 1-1.
Yeah, very, very close game. It's always good to be in the close games as well, because that's when you know the series is going to give you great things, and it's not just going to end in a 3-0 sweep, which we don't like to see sometimes. It's boring, but DJ is able to find his first of the game, and a real change of pace in this match has now resulted in Velocity, DJ and Motion taking the lead 2-1 after previously being 1-0 down in a game that was completely one-sided. It's good to see now that it's sort of flipped the levels and it's gone against them now. So 2-1, 2 minutes and 19 seconds left to go. It'll be interesting to see where this game goes from here.
It'll be really, really interesting to go from here. I love games like this in Rocket League where you see one team go ahead with a very, very demanding, path to victory, but then it gets swept from under their feet, the rug is pulled, and then the opposing team just kind of reveals their tactics. It's something you're seeing a lot in these styles of sports where you can more analyze your opponent and say, what are you going to do in the first section of the match so that I can then adapt to or maybe steal in for myself and then go for that. We've seen a lot of the only goal coming from the orange side was from a bit of open play, was just on the floor, tapped it in, and we've seen the Blues here have gone for very, very aerial plays from there on out, thinking if we keep it away from the floor, we can keep it away from our goal and then away from you. That has worked successfully the past few times with both of them coming from slightly aerial, some more aerials. You see, they just kind of motion, keeping the ball there, going straight through from DJ. Harley is though lucky enough to get it, and they're also adapting to those aerial plays now.
Yeah, 100%. A shot looking to come in there. DJ makes a great save to the corner wall. It's going to be cleared away. Harley now making sure they take their time on the way back there. Owen clearing it to the side. Motion trying to find that pass middle. DJ's there now. Double tap on, but it's not going to be able to get there. Velocity dropping back. Here comes Jack trying to find the shot, but Velocity gets there again. He's going to try and put the shot on target now. He gets the breezy flick, and he's put it in the back of the net.
Back of the net in the last minute of the game, and that is what you hate to see when you're the team earlier that was leading 1-0, completely dominating, and the Velocity cleaning it up, and there is a possibility to score those 2 goals in like 10 seconds each, maybe more than that, but really all we have to see now is just the Blues putting their foot back and stopping them from getting too much into their own goal. Velocity goes through for a cheeky 4th one, but quite quickly saved by, I believe, Harley there, and all they can really do is just keep saving the ball. They can weaken their damage but not prevent it, and it is going to be a complete turnaround from those first minutes of the game where it looked all in the basket for the Oranges.
Yeah, the Wolfhounds have a lot of work to do now. I mean, they haven't really, shown us much since that first goal's gone in. I think we've been waiting to see that spice from them for the rest of this game and the possession and the pressure that they held, but they just haven't been able to do so. And it seems like the confidence and the warm-up has came in for the Robins, who have just started to pump goal after goal into the back of the net and start to play with more confidence with the mechanics, with the breezy flicks, with the aerials, as we were saying. And they're playing very much so aggressive, which is working for them so far. And, I would not be surprised if we see the same sort of team layout in game number 2, because game number 1 will be going to the Robins.
Robins taking that game 1 after such a horrible start for them, and just showing that you can quickly change things up. That tactic I saw earlier, where you mimic your opponents, if not just completely counteract them, that did come in very, very handy. That last little goal towards the end was a little bit cheeky. It was a little bit like, you know what, we've got that 2-1 cushion, let's make it a 3-1 cushion, and then they just kept hammering it home towards the end there. Maybe the Wolf fans not completely gave up, but were like, okay, let's save our stamina, save our pace and our ability for later on into game 2. Maybe they can then realize what went wrong for them, what went right for the Robins, and then adapt to that themselves and just play the adaptation game. Really is what you do in game 2. That's what you have fun in best of 3s, best of 5s. You always have those middle games to adapt if you lose that first one.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, it's a scary road in a best of 5 series, because if you lose the second game, sort of in a landmine, and you really need to start trying to push this game if you're Wolfhounds here and take it back and make it back tied up again 1-1, because then you're in a better position mentally as well. Because if a team goes 2-0 up, the confidence level will be zooming, and the confidence level of yourself as well will not be the greatest. As 2 games down, you've got to pull off a reverse sweep, and if you haven't tilted at that point, you might start to tilt towards the end of game 2 if you can't find the win here. So Wolfhounds have a very important game on their hands, and they need to tie it up in game number 2.
They need to tie up in this game, as it does pick up very, very swiftly. You see Velocity for the Robins taking it straight to edge, leaving a very open channel for as a pass through. Will they take complete advantage of that? No, they do not. They go as far as they can before they're stopped again by a very, very power-hungry Robins. You see the Harley is bringing it straight on through, goes through the middle channel, goes for a lovely aerial play, comes back on through, and nearly gets tapped in by their own goal by Motion. JC comes on through, and nearly again tapped in straight into the back there. As you see, the Robins are retaliating quite quickly, pulling it forward and making sure that the ball is out of their half as quick as possible, especially with how close those goals got, which we saw in that first game, which led to a Wolfhounds lead quite early on. Yeah,
and I don't think Wolfhounds are going to be able to find that early lead in this game, because the defense on this Robin side seems to be exceptional coming into this game, and they just want to be able to carry on from where they left off in game number 1 here. They don't want to change up how they're going to be playing. As DJ looks to play it across the Motion sees off the back post of the backboard, Motion scores an absolutely extraordinary goal. But can we even act surprised here? As soon as you see that pass come across, it is in the back of your mind what Motion's ball.
Motion was looking for that, and Motion was in the perfect place. They just had no surprise to what was going to happen. We saw it happen over and over again in that game 1. There was an aerial play, then the Robins went and take it just to their name. They're going to the sky. Whereas Wolfhounds, they're grounded. They're not going to be able to do much if they can't get try. Owen gives it a cheeky try to try and play that aerial play, nearly gets it in, but bounces off goal. A breath of relief for the Robins, as they could have had it 1-1, very, very close to how the goal was earlier. As it is played straight back, velocity. We do see Motion going for another one in the sky there, doesn't quite get it as Jack pulls it on down. And then we do see DJ coming in for that third attempt at the goal, but still quite not there. Velocity crosses it over to Motion. Motion goes from the side, try and get it. DJ crashes into the goal. Doesn't want it there. A very open side for the Robins, but they are able to collect it and pull it on back and go to an equally open side left by the Wolfhounds.
The Wolfhounds at the moment, they haven't really... They just need to piece a few passes together, get a little bit more confident. At the moment, it just seems like every single time they try to break out a defense, it just goes back to an offense for the Robins. And there's no real rhythm to the play. Another boom there coming out from Jack, going straight to Motion, who doesn't do the greatest with this touch, actually. It will make an opening for a shot, but DJ will have no problem getting rid of that one, flicking a player as well on his travels, taking it past Jack. Now there's one more in net. He pinches it heavily, but it will not be enough to find the net. Velocity now off the ceiling, playing it down to the teammate, getting that double touch, and it looks like it'll be in. Jack with an amazing save, though, will keep them alive for another day, as DJ overcommitting on that challenge gives Jack a lot of time. But again, he has that net one-on-one, and he just completely throws it away. And maybe that's the issue here. They just are not critical enough with the chances that they are being given.
They're not taking the chances given. This goes out to both sides. Like we saw how dominating it was earlier on for the Wolves. They took that first chance they got and they pretty much converted it. And then we saw later on in the game, we saw Robins took every chance they were given, pretty much converted all of them. But right now, chances aren't being converted as much of a successful rate as they were in that first game. You see Jack coming on forward, trying to go for it from the side, doesn't quite get it through, quickly stopped. Motion pulls it quite through, doing a couple flips and tricks in the air to make sure it's in outside the field. Goes on to the top of the crossbar, and DJ gets one very, very narrow space to score from when they get it.
It just seems like that's the way it's going to go with this team, Robins all season. This is the first match they're going to play, and I can already tell that this team are just going to be mechanical heaven. They're just going to play off the backboard, double taps, flip resets, breezy flicks, anything you like. They're gonna bring it. They're not going to play simple, nice bangers into the top corners. No, that's too simple for them. They're going to be playing the mechanics. They're going to be playing as much mechanical play as they possibly can do. And at the moment, it seems to be working for them. They're very consistent at it, especially in this series. Maybe with a little less time, you know, and in the future games, we don't know. But especially in this game, which is where we're at right now, they are definitely dominating heavily with these mechanical plays. Another aerial coming in there, but it's going to be saved by Owen, and Jack takes his time with the ball. He looks now to pass it across. 66 boost. DJ pre-jumping him there from the back corner of his half. Velocity clears it down the line. Owen goes in there with a 50. It will be taken away from Harley. DJ looking to put it towards net, but again, bumped off, and a play fizzled out as it's cleared.
Play completely fizzled out there, and it was an amazing play we just saw earlier from the Robins, where it looked to be in the hands of the Wolfhounds. They went for their own aerial play, literally right behind them was, I believe, Motion coming in to sweep it up. We see Velocity coming on to the face of the goal there. You've got a minute left. You can get a bit silly with your plays now. You can try and defend as much as you can. There's still enough time to bring it to overtime, but not enough time to give. If you put pressure on them, it goes straight forward. It goes to goal, and Harley gets that. Put a bit of a curse on there, saying you might not get those goals in overtime, but you have 40 seconds to score another goal to bring it back into your favour. And Wolfhounds, I believe you can do it. But if you do, you know you have that comfort of you can bring it to a 1-for-1 piece and it's best of 3, best of 5, sorry. If not, you can still go down and still know that you can still win more and more, especially the pressure you put onto the goal like that.
A nice little 1-2 pass and play. Where's that been? You know, for the first sort of 10 minutes of the game, we've not seen that at all from this team, really. In every minute we've seen so far being played. So it's good to see now they're trying a different. Definitely passing will be the way to break down a team as strong as these guys in the air. And rather than, you know, trying to play the mechanical plays against them, just try and play something different. And that is exactly what they do there with the 1-2 passing in the centre. And now Jack's going to try and break away again. He looks to get over Motion, who scrambles to get that one above the crossbar and away from danger. And DJ does an amazing job there clearing it away. But now with 10 seconds left, it's all down to Jack to get the clear forward. He gets it. The shot's going to come from Owen. It's not going to be towards net yet, though, and a clear from DJ and a miss from one of the players on the side of Wolfhounds will secure Robins that almighty second win. As we were mentioning, it's a dangerous, dangerous, rocky road now for the Wolfhounds because they are 2 games down in this best-of-5 series.
They are 2 games down, and that 2-game down, especially this early on, Robins know they can play quite comfortably. They can maybe try and get a bit Yeah, they can play a bit more unorthodox this next one, or just completely hammer it home. So if they lose it, they still have that cushion of a game. They can go win the next one. If they win it, they hammer it all the way in. They've won it a quick, swift 3-0. Might be a little bit shaky after what happened in that game just there, where they were only 2-0 up after such a dominating lead. It was like, okay, we're 2-0 up. They tried to get a little bit cheeky towards the end, trying to get their third goal, their fourth goal. Didn't quite get it, and that then opened the path for the Wolfhounds then say, okay, let's get our one goal, which is very, very close to overtime. It's close enough with the skill putting out. Could have got another one for the overtime to tick over, but luckily saved by the bell and going to game 3. Shaping up, they've got to think themselves, got to think what they can do. But, it's anyone's game to play for, especially with only being in the third game with a 2-0 cushion, still open to taking this victory back to the Wolfhounds, just as they are showing at the start of game 1.
Yeah, yeah, and I mean, it is an interesting time because a goal was just scored from the Wolfhounds, so possibly they're on the right track to recovery here. The road to recovery, the reverse sweep could possibly be on. And if anyone has seen me cast before, they know I love a good reverse sweep. Everywhere I've been, a reverse sweep's been something that I've carried with me in Rocket League, and I'd love to see one here. Although it would be probably a miracle, to say the least, to see a reverse sweep in this game. But I'm all for miracles, and I'm all for believing in miracles as well.
Yeah, we hope for a miracle here. It'll be reverse sweep after reverse sweep in this match, but that looks to be even harder as Velocity scores that opening goal within the first few seconds, maybe even not even taking over a minute long of this game. Velocity has a fairly open play, plays it lower than they've been playing it for the first 2 games, and really, we've seen this story before. It's all she wrote. If you're going to let Robin score that first goal, they're going to keep that first goal, ride with it. Can Wolfhounds maybe replicate what happened to them in game 1, where they turn it into their behalf, turn it into their favour, and say, you know what, let's score something, let's go through. As you see, though, Motion that scores right after Velocity just scored, make it 2-0 in the space of 10 seconds. And really, Wolfhounds, I don't think you're going to get that sweep unless you really, really try for it. There's a whole game left, but it's going to be a hard game to get it in.
Yeah. It's a very, very bad situation at the moment for Wolfhounds. I think they're just going to have to sort of use this to gain a little bit of chemistry together, and look forward to the next game that they'll be playing. Because I don't really think this game's going to go in their favour. As a double commit there, and a fake and a shot. It's going to be and Velocity makes it free, and it looked like it was so easy. He makes it look like it was absolutely textbook. A great pass from Motion. Velocity with much power and much love sends that ball into the top of the net. 4 minutes and 7 seconds now remaining. Already 3 goals up with a 2-game lead in the series. This will be the completion of their collection and sweeping their first game of the Welsh Esports League Season 2. So, well, congratulations to them at the moment, but can they keep it up? Because they've got a long, long time left here with the 3 minutes and 50 seconds remaining, and they don't want to get too confident.
Don't want to get overly confident, let's not put too many eggs into too many baskets for our friends at the Robins here, because they have got their 3-0 lead, they have got that cushion, but it is still, 3 minutes, over 3 minutes to go now in this game. Motion playing quite safe towards the goal, being a bit for tit for tat with Velocity, but DJ is there to pick up any mistakes they have. Jack has a very, very open plane to run through, goes for a shot and just gets saved up there. I believe that was Motion who was the saviour of that goal. Could have been a very, very dangerous one. That would have been a development for that return to a 3-3. Goes all the way through. We do see Jack fighting up again. We see Owen going up there to try and put a bit of pressure on the Motion to allow the channel to open even further. Velocity does a lovely double flip reset to make sure that they can get the ball all the way to the other side. DJ happy to catch up a bit, all the way back to their own goal though, and we're seeing this happen ever so slightly similar to that first game where it was getting all the way to one side of the pitch. Something happened, there was attacking pressure, it was saved, and it was pelted right back to the other side for a team trying to pick up the bits of it, and not always successful, but still looked very, very pressuring. You see Owen is going one-on-one with Motion, goes for a lovely chip, and hits the corner of the crossbar.
Yeah, it just seems like Motion, especially in this 3 players, is the most mechanical. I mean, every time you look at his car and you think, oh, he's going to be too awkward to save this, he's not going to get there in time, he's going to be too slow. He just blows the minds of everyone playing, and he manages to get there every time. I mean, his speed is unmatched in this match so far, and it'll be interesting to see which players can match that speed in league play. I know we've got some very, very solid players from all around the world playing, and this is DJ 4th now on the coffin. I mean, who expected anything else, right? But yeah, wow. Motion again. He's everywhere. He's been, I think, in all 3 games, I can name about 5 times in each game where motion has been all around the field in first position, second man position, and also in third man position, performing incredibly well. Whether it's a pass, a goal, or a save he's made, he's done all 3. And in every department so far, he's been absolutely brilliant.
He's been amazing, and that's one of those key assets you love to have on teams in Rocket League, especially in trios, where it's really the case of very, very similar to the normal traditional football, where it's someone can attack, someone can defend, someone can goalkeep. We can have 2 defending, 1 attacking. There's many, many combinations you can have, and this team has exploited all of them, both in terms of their players and just the position of their players. We see Harley trying to bring it back, trying to get that consideration goal. We've got a minute and a bit left. You can maybe get it through, but I think really it is mostly curtains here. Robins taking that amazing 3rd win, a key start, 2 games, then bring out their full potential in this 3rd one. Velocity take it away, motion just by their side to make sure they have the net of safety. Bring it back to the corner. You see though that motion straight back on it, making sure that it's not in their own half for too long. Owen tried to stop that. It didn't be too successful. Hovers over the front of goal. Harley pushed it across. Owen is open for an aerial shot. It's saved by DJ this time. DJ being another crucial asset in this path to victory for the Robins.
Yeah, I think the whole team has definitely turned together, and they've worked together very, very well as well. I mean, a lot of great passes coming in the 3 games, a lot of great communication, a lot of good positioning, rotations been there as well. I mean, obviously they're not perfect. They have made mistakes, but, again, there, another well played play there. Comms definitely also a strong point, considering that bump could have been any better, really. He got 2 of them. 2 of them. I didn't even see the second one. He got 2 of them on the goal line there, just opening the net up, putting in the 5th goal, and putting the goal difference quite nicely on the league table.
Yeah, I think that big goal difference to them. Sometimes even if you've got that side win, you're guaranteed to be going through for that best of 5. You've got to get those extra goals in for that goal difference towards the end of the season, because you could end up only just missing out on maybe a goal to your opponent. So nice to have that cushion both on the table and in the flow of play. 30 seconds about to tick over. Did you see the Robins aren't giving up just yet? Velocity playing all the way up by themselves. It goes for an amazing shot from the side there, angles it in perfectly. 6-0 with 20 seconds to go. If they play lucky enough, we could see this maybe skimming the double digits, maybe hitting double digits. I think we could be a 9 or 10 goal game if the cards are played quite rightly here.
Oh, yeah. I mean, 23 seconds left. I'm pretty sure we can count off a comeback at this point. That's not happening. Velocity is looking to try and put a few more goals in there. I don't know how important goal difference is this season in the league, but I assume if it is there, then it will definitely be something the players are going to try and capitalize on as much as possible rather than messing around. Because, that could be, at the end of the day, this is only the first game. Who knows where they'll be in the last week. They might only be scraping it 2 goals, which they got in this very game, number 3 of this sweep. But nevertheless, the Robins took that game. They took it with pride and glory. They had no doubts, really, at all there, apart from the first minute of the first game, which was when they first went down. That was the only time I think they've been behind in the entire 3 games. So very, very good performance by them, and a great sweep to start off the league on stream.
An amazing sweep. You love to see it. A bit of pressure, from our side as well for the players to impress us. We just had a 6-0 sweep alongside that 3-0 overall sweep. Our next 2 teams really got to pull out everything to say they had an amazing match on stream. We'd make it that much better. That could be them clashing heads till the very last second of game 5. That could be them going for those 10, 15 goal games. Anything can happen right now, but as you said, well done to the Robins and well done to the Wolfhounds for both an amazing showing for the first stream for this season, as well as their opening match this season. Robins taking it 3-0 quite demandingly as well after a game.
Yeah, great play from both teams again. It's going to be one of those seasons again where teams need to work each other out and work together. And we'll see a lot of improvements throughout the league, and that's what's so good about leagues as well. You will see improvements. So very well done to both teams. And we will have another match for you this evening. So don't go anywhere. And we'll be back very, very shortly. For a short break. See you in this minute. Hello, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Welcome back. We are here after the break. Previously seeing a sweep for the Robins over the Wolves, but now we are here with another exciting game for you. The final one of the year, unfortunately, but nevertheless, another action-packed game here at Esports Wales. We get to see the Pirates, who look like a very, very strong roster, face off against another very, very strong. What are your predictions for this game after seeing what the league started like previously then, Cecil?
Well, like I said, just as we came out of the other match, I'm predicting it's either going to be they're watching the stream and they're going to want to one up that game. It's going to be either they're going to clash heads and say we're going to bring a dramatic match, or it's just going to be a repeat where it's going to be a complete sweep. I have cast over Pluvo and Smashy before when I played Team Hosky in an amazing comeback match in the Ground Zero tournament, so it'd be nice to see if they repeat that. I believe they are on the Pirates, so my money is on the Pirates. I was repping Hoskies all the way through last time, so let's see if my good old powers can commit to that again and say Pluvo and Smashy bringing the Pirates above these Dragons.
Today I've got to go bias myself. I know both Pluvo and Smashy quite well. Lovely guys, and I know what they can do. I know what to do. They're very, very less from Hosky, making the name proud. But here comes Hydra in that back corner. It's going to be taken by Pluvo, who will also play that to Ellis, but gets that 50-50 in the centre. Ellis now looks to chase the ball away. Pluvo not being able to get a touch there as Ellis takes it past him. Now a shot coming towards the backboard. It's going to bounce right back off, and a shot is imminent from Benji. It's going to bounce awkwardly there. The follow-up is there as well, and it will be saved away. An amazing save by Vuk.
Vuk making an amazing save, but not amazing enough to stop Hydra getting their second goal going in. We were praising the Pirates, and the Pirates kind of want to fall behind at this early stage, leaving an open goal. That is rule number one in any game with a goal. Never leave it open. as we see the Dragons taking flight early on in this game. But you know, we have the power of Pluvo and Smashy, as you were saying in a little bit of a conversation earlier. They're there to have the most competitive nature possible. We see Ellis putting it on through the Dragons though, going for another one. Smashy quick to the ball, and Smashy loves to go for these plays. Has a very, very free corridor to go through. Those four last hurdle, Foot comes in to get it through. As Smashy to come back up, you see that Pluvo gets a hold of it, Benji gets a hold of it though, and has fun. Another open challenge, just a game of open challenge here it seems, are going back and forth, and both teams are very, very comfortable where they are right now in the flow of play.
Yeah, when you remember, you know, yes, we have Pluvo, yes, we have Smashy, but they are not with their fair teammate there in Flaco. They're playing with a different player, obviously, but due to the Esports Wales League requirements, so they can't just join with their full roster, which does mean there might be a slight bit of, you know, miscommunication and a bit of chemistry lack there so far, as it's only the first day of the season. So, you know, we can't expect rotations to be perfect for them yet, and there obviously will be that sort of gap in as they try to figure each other's playstyle out and, you know, rotate around each other. But I'm sure, you know, with the mechanical skill that both players have and the attributes they can carry, I don't expect anything less here than a warm-up game in game number 1, to say the least. I know I'm very biased towards the one side, but so far, you know, we've got to say that Benji are doing a very, very good job, as well as Hydra as well on that team. They're doing very, very good. Definitely surprising me. You know, I wasn't expecting them to come out and fight like this.
They are doing very, very well. You know, Pirates, you know, they do like to maybe stick to the name of nature, maybe steal the win at the end of the match, or even the whole set. But the Dragons really, really stopping from doing that. We have Smashy, who are getting it quite far up. Pluvo is there to try and support them. Vuk comes in, gets a nice tap. Smashy gets a good hold of it, and gets it very far. Doesn't do too well, or gets it through. Pluvo gets hold of it again, though. Is good playing with a little bit of tip tap for Vuk. Smashy gets a hold of it, but Ellis stops it going through. Hydra places it on forward, and it is all for everyone in this area play. Smashy brings it down. Vuk gets a tap to it, doesn't quite get it. Pluvo has to cover up the mistakes, goes for a shot of their own, and saved by Ellis.
Yeah, again, very, very good defense, and they don't even need to score anymore as well. That's the best part about this. They've already got that first goal very, very early on in the game. All they need to do is play defense. You know, that's something that I know Pluvo won't like, and Smashy as well. They'll be that breakdown, as we've mentioned, and nearly Smashy there getting through a couple of resets in concession. Vuk now to the backboard. Pluvo to follow. Great save again, clearing the ball out wide as it's going to be played towards net again. Vuk's going to have to make that rotation back, takes his time, and gets the 100 boost now. Looking into the centre, here he goes. He's off in the sky. He gets the flip reset, but a great touch up from Air Benji, who looks to get the second as well. It's going to go to Pluvo, but Pluvo's going to be beaten by Ellis. Pluvo makes the jump and gets it to the corner now, but with 1 minute and 30 seconds left, time is the S for the Pirates, as they need to start pushing soon, because, you know, they don't want to lose games here. They don't want to drop games. But so far, a very, very strong performance from Benji, Hydra, and Ellis has nearly secured them a win. But can they hold on for the final minute and 15 seconds?
Hopefully they can hold on for this last minute and really dedicate themselves to getting that first cushioning victory of this best of 5. Hydra brings it on down, pulls it on across the goal. Ellis does a nice tap to it, goes back into Benji, who wants to go for it. Pulling on through, goes to Benji again. Pluvo picks it up, plays it forward. Hydra, though, quick to the action. Nearly gets it in from halfway across the pitch. Smashy stops it from getting that far. The Queen himself, Benji, goes to chase up on that as Vuk goes for another one. Doesn't quite get it. And it's just so dominating here from Dragons. They've done their offensive play. They're just playing on the defense, and they're doing it perfectly in these last 20 seconds of the match.
Yeah, they have not broken down that defensive wall one bit since the goal has been put in, and they've played counter-attacks and nearly scored a couple. As the demo does come out from Hydra on Vuk, opening up the goal, making the defenders jump and run away scared. 2-0 now, and, you know, game 1 really isn't going anywhere else.
Game 1 not going anywhere. It is in the ballpark for the Dragon, and the Dragon can comfortably say that they have this. We have got Pluvo and Smashy. They are known for their comebacks. They are known for getting it quite far across the board, but can they get it far enough across to get it in these last 20 seconds of the game? Vuk slips a little bit in the air, and we see Ellis come on through. Nearly gets a third one, but saved amazingly by joint effort by Smashy and Pluvo. They're maybe going back to the drawing board for game 2, and they're going to have a chat with Vuk and say what maybe Hosky would do in this situation, and how they can convert it for the Pirates and change it completely. As you see, it does tick down to that last second. The ball has not got anywhere else to go. Dragons take this first one with 2-0.
Yeah, wow. I mean, absolutely incredible display in all positions in the field there. They got that goal, the first goal, and they held it for around 4 minutes and 30 seconds before finding that second one, which was really just a bit of a closer for the game there. But in terms of Pirates, you know, they only got 5 shots off there, with Pluvo only having 1, Smash 3. You know, they need to look for getting more shots on net. I know they're going for mechanical plays and they're going for, you know, dribbles towards the backboard, double taps, flip resets, that kind of thing. They need to look maybe a little bit more just trying to put some shots on, because yes, they've been defended every time they've gone in the air, but they haven't really tested that ground element yet. And it'll be interesting to see if they can implement a bit of both into the play styles now in game number 2 to try and break down this defensive wall, because, you know, we did see a lot of great clearances from the sky, but I want to see that from the floor as well to make sure that they, you know, they can defend in all areas possible.
Yeah, they need to try and defend in all the areas possible and just try and play it as well as they can. The Pirates had their opportunities, as you said. They only had 5 shots, but those 5 shots, 3 of them coming from Smashy. Maybe they can work on that and they can say, let's get the ball to Smashy, let's let Smashy scoring those goals and complete the circuit, and then get that maybe 1-2, 3-0 lead. They only just lost narrowly by 2-0, so they're not completely falling behind, they're not completely losing out, but they're still giving themselves some room to wiggle. There's going to be a bit of a high-headedness, a bit hot-headed even from the Dragons, because they're going to want to continue that win streak and maybe have another delivery of a 3-0 for us here on stream. But we're going to see the Pirates going to pull out every trick they own, because they really want this win as much as the Dragons do. As we see, the play is very, very middling going into the first few seconds of the match.
Yeah, not a very dominant start. Good shot though from Smashy there. Hydra problem with that one so far. Pluvo takes it away to the right side. Smashy and Vuk both there for that ball. That's not what you want to be seeing. Smashy nevertheless regains possession, 50 and slowing down that play from Hydra. But Hydra doing some justice on Pluvo there, getting it past him towards the net. As Smashy looking to go forward. He's looking in the centre as Ellis is waiting there on the backboard. A pass looking to come in, but it's cleared away. Pluvo gets a touch up to the sky. It's going to be Ellis again to find that shot. It's not going to fall in, and it will be cleared by Vuk this time, who now needs to look to clear it. But Benji, keeping that onwards pressure high, is going to stop that from happening. And again, a very, very good start from possession. Now scored the first goal. It all happened in order, and the order was definitely found there.
Hydra, an amazing goal. Takes that first shot, doesn't quite go in, saved on the edge of the goal, but then it comes back to them in a very, very comfortable position, and they just get the ability to tap it in, and that is an amazing thing to see. 1-0 to the Dragons, and it's basically a repeat of that first game. Dragons took an unorthodox lead, getting very comfy, and could now just say, okay, you know, we can maybe take game 2, we'll give them a run for their money, and see where they go from there. It is pulled straight back to Hydra. Hydra gets it quite close to the opposing goal, takes another shot, and gets it in! 2 goals in Hydra in mere minutes, and that is a very, very detrimental position for the Pirates to be in, especially if it's going a lot quicker than this first game did. They're going to have to react to make sure they can get the rest of these goals to pull it back.
Yeah. I mean, wow. Dragons, especially Hydra in this game, are really performing very, very well, and you know, you just question whether we've gone completely the wrong direction with our prediction here. Obviously, we went with what we know, but maybe the unknown was a bit more exciting, especially in this so far. But you know, we've got to back our prediction though. We've got to hope. You know, we can't lose the hope as the shots are coming in. Smashy 15 it. It's going to fly across field there, and it's going to be picked up by Pluvo on the other side. Vuk now to the backboard. They're starting to pass the ball around the defence, but it's cleared away nevertheless. Another shot touched towards net. A miss on the backboard by Pluvo, and it's going to come back down for a shot to come onto the crossbar and out by Vuk, as well as Smashy in joint effort to clear that one away. Vuk now taking it into the sky to try and find the goal. It's going to be cleared away by Pluvo to the side wall, looking to find the ball to the centre as Hydra is rushing forward. It's going to be demo after demo here. Vuk plays it to the corner once more, and it's Pluvo, last man now against Benji, trying to get that touch away. He gets the touch, but best cast as ever. Otherwise, Ellis is there to get the clear. A shot coming in. Vuk is able to get rid of it now. With 2 minutes and 45 seconds left, though, we still haven't really seen any opportunity open up for Pirates Esports.
Pirates not really getting the opportunities over there. I must say, you know, maybe that's Ellis making a little bit of name change to send condolences to us for giving them that luck so far, as Hydra scores that third goal, a hat-trick in this game. 2 minutes left to go, and you know, is there a comeback? You got 2 minutes, you can score goals in that time, but with the dominance we're seeing from the Dragons, it is going to be a very, very hard task to go with. Pluvo eyeing up the ball from that kickoff and can maybe bring it forward. Smashy has a little taste of it, brings it very, very far forward. They're really gunning for it now, getting quite close to the goal, but no one there to support Pluvo a little bit too late. And the Dragons just got to play defensively, and if not offensive, because if you got a good offense, that is a defense. Goes for a smashing goal there from best cast ever, aka Ellis, but doesn't quite make it all the way in, as Vuk goes for the same sort of attack on the other side, and doesn't quite make it.
They just need the goal. They find it finally, Pluvo, to open the scoring in the series. In the game, at least, Pluvo there making a good shot, and it will now hopefully give some forward momentum for this team. We haven't seen them have much chance on net at all in this game, and you know, finally we do see a shot hit the target. Hopefully they can carry it on now, and they've got 2 minutes left. They've got enough time, definitely enough time. They just need to carry it forward, keep that possession, keep that pressure, and keep the momentum flying in their way, in their direction. But Hydra is playing absolutely wonderful in this series so far. He's beating everybody to the ball, and he's definitely making it a bit of a heartache here for the Pirates so far.
Yeah, Hydra is just doing it amazingly. All 3 goals have come from himself. All 3 goals have come from a play that they have either started or adapted to. As we see, Hydra is on the ball again, quite close to the goal. Gets it back to Benji, who plays it quite across. Gets it to Ellis. Ellis doesn't want to take it too far. Pluvo has a touch to it, and then we see Smacky get another one. 3 for 2. Very, very close to now. With 1 minute left to go, we can see the Pirates adapting and pulling out their cards. All we have to see is this finding that perfect channel, that perfect play to give them the victory they want, even a draw, sorry, to get through to overtime, to then maybe get themselves the victory. So all it is time to tell. This kickoff is very, very demanding as both teams are rearing to get it. Smashy plays across goal and goes for a shot from so far out and gets that third. And it's going to bring it to an overtime situation if they can hold their defensive play just long enough.
The team was to do it. It was definitely this team. It's almost like lightning's flashed and we're at a draw again. It's absolutely ridiculous. It's fast that I can't even blink or you'll miss it, everybody. But we're back at 3-3. Smashy with 2, Pluvo with 1. Brilliant, brilliant play from these guys. And they're finally starting. It took 3 goals in game number to get them to start playing like Rocket League players that we know that they are. And they're now going in aggressive. They want this win. Into the centre. It's going to be cleared away by Hydra. Here comes Vuk to the... No, fuck! That's the wrong direction! And Vuk does concede an own goal!
Vuk concedes an own goal, which changes the flow of play. Smashy and Pluvo are not gonna be happy about that because of how close they were to getting that victory comeback. They have to work very, very hard to get there now. Vuk goes in for that kickoff, wants to try and say, I'm so sorry for that, but is it going to be enough? Hydra goes for a touch close to the goal. Ellis nearly gets a touch into it to get it in again. We see Benji having a taste of the action here on the other side of the field, goes for another shot, hits the crossbar. Benji is trying to rub it in a little bit now, getting that extra victory. Ellis comes through, Vuk takes it forward very, very close to the front of the goal. Smashy comes running on in, gets into a demo. Benji takes advantage of the demolition, but Smashy comes in again, tries to bring it down, doesn't quite get there, brings it across the front of the goal again. Pluvo comes in to try and collect the pieces that did go wrong. Vuk coming in to be a bit of support as well. Smashy goes down, doesn't quite get it, and it's very, very close. They really want it. Smashy is hovering. Pluvo, with 10 seconds left, takes a shot. Doesn't get it. Pluvo is open again, takes a shot for the last second, gets it in, and we're back to a 4-4 with 6 seconds left on the clock. Overtime is imminent if we cannot see a goal from either team in the next 5 seconds.
Wow, the team that just keeps giving, they just don't stop battling until the very end, until that timer goes to 0 seconds and that ball's firmly on the ground. This team will not stop playing their hearts out, and there you go, Pluvo and Smashy Masterclass has secured 4 goals here in this game. I must, 2 each there. Very, very good stuff. Very good stuff indeed. And now in overtime, they can't be going back to the way they've been playing so far. And they need to take the lead here because it matters now. Because if they take the lead, they win the game. Happy days. They're tied at 1-1, but that's a shot. Wow! That's one way to stop the overtime and stop the rot. Just send a shot like that in the top corner.
Taking it as far out as possible. Ellis, saying, we went to overtime, you guys got that comeback, but let's show you what a comeback really means to you. If you can't defend this, you can't defend this match. 5-4 with only about 10 seconds of overtime gone through. The Dragons taking the second game. Pluvo and Smashy really putting it through those last 1 minutes. Vuk, you did draw it back a little bit, but you helped in that positioning play that got you that 4th goal to bring it through to the overtime. But the Dragons just really, really showing their fangs and their claws and getting that game 2 very, very comfortably and showing what skill they have.
Yeah. I think there's definitely some positives to take for that, though, for the Pirates. Definitely. I mean, we've seen them score goals, we've seen them compete, and we've seen them aggressive as well. But their defense the whole game was a bit shaky. You know, we did see a lot of times there where Dragons missed open nets, which they should have taken. And look at the shots again. I mean, the shot says it all. 12 shots to the 7 coming from Pirates. That is quite a significant difference. 5 shots and only 1 goal in the game. Shows you where the accuracy problem is on the Dragons side of things. But, you know, 2 goals down. I can't see this game going to a... It might not necessarily be a Pirates win, but I can't see it going to a sweep. Maybe a 3-1 or a 3-2. I don't reckon a sweep, though. Hopefully not. Or my prediction's absolutely wrong.
Hopefully we don't see a sweep in favor of the oh god, I'm lost for words now. Of the Dragons. The Pirates really showing they can get these games back and showing they want to take it forward, but you know, maybe they can do it, maybe they can work it, and maybe they'll be thought to do it. We see Pluvo bringing it forward, go through, Vuk gets tasted, but doesn't get it as far as it wants. We do see Benji bring it back, Pluvo ping it straight on back to the goal. A little bit more demanding from the Pirates right now as they do go for that first goal of the game, but leave the goal wide open. Is a speed back, a race between Pluvo and Ellis. We see Pluvo knocks it forward. Ellis does get attacked when it is knocked back. Hydra gets to collect it as well. You see Benji coming up through and misses it by bouncing it off the bottom into the crossbar, leaving it very, very open for Pluvo and Smashy to do what they do best and collect the ball for a counter-attack.
Yeah, and Nelly put it right onto the net as well. Just a little bit off from the distance he was shooting from. Quite impressive nonetheless, as Ellis now looks to make it up. Pluvo will clear that one away. Benji a little bit awkward to go for that one as well. But he's going to be able to look to challenge at this one, though. It's going to bounce quite nicely for him as well. Hydra! He pinches with Hydra! And they score the first goal for the 3rd time in the... 3 times, 3 games. Happy as you like it.
They took that goal amazingly. Hydra might be a little bit annoyed that Benji stole a goal, but still, it's a goal nonetheless. You got an assist on the board, you got a goal on the board, you got a bit of everything to take from that. It's like an amazing smorgasbord of goal scoring. We see Ellis straight on up there. Pluvo brings it around the exterior of the pitch down, but Benji is able to collect it after a demo in the top corner there. Smashy takes it high. Ellis tries to match it by getting just as high, but a demo is all they can all do to stop it. Pluvo comes on through the counter-attack, doesn't get it. Ellis and Benji fight it forward. Smashy brings it away from the danger zone, brings it away from that middle channel, and takes it a bit further forward, but is stopped by Hydra, who loves these open goal positions, goes forward, Vuk tries to save it and does get it there. Pluvo and Smashy now have this side all to themselves. Smashy takes a shot from the side of the half, doesn't quite get it there, collected nice and calmly by the Dragons, who do get it through to Benji, who gets a goal from the side there. Cheeky little tap in, amazing angle, amazing score. 2-0, 3 minutes 14 left to go.
Yeah, wow. I don't know what words are in order for this game at the moment. It just seems like this team of the Dragons are so well organised and so well put together that they just know exactly where each other's going to be. They know what play is going to be happening. I do suspect they've probably played before. I can't remember this as a team that fielded last season. I don't think it was. I think it's different. But maybe they're friends. Maybe they play a lot outside of, you know, the Welsh Esports League. And you can see that the chemistry definitely looks like it's there. Anyway, we can see it happening right before our very eyes. The passing's happening. The communication is obvious to see. And you know, maybe that's just not the same at the moment on this Pirates side, just based upon the fact, you know, I don't know whether Pluvo and Smashy have had much experience with Vuk, as I mentioned, but I don't think they have. So that obviously will be a defining factor for how they're going to play, and it will take them a lot of time, a lot of scrims to sort of put that together. But, you know, nevertheless, they've got a lot of time here to sort of make a difference, although just when you say something, it just seems like, you know, Ellis and Benji are listening and decide, you know what, we're just gonna prefer winning. There's not a lot of time because we're gonna keep scoring. But no, maybe this game will be over in a sweep. Maybe I'm wrong, but I hope it doesn't. I hope we see another comeback again, and this time a comeback done in the right way.
hopefully there is a comeback. This was a situation the Pirates were in with their last comeback, so maybe they can replicate it. Vuk tries their best to bring it through, is quite quickly stopped. Smashy is there to be a backup and collect that. Smashy does get it in a nice area, plays it down, but is it going to be out? It goes through. Pluvo and Smashy both go for the same ball. Not something able to see from players of their credentials. And we do see it goes straight back towards their half, kept in the blue half though. Pluvo controls it. Smashy brings it down, goes for a cheeky demo, doesn't quite make it. Vuk has their chance at goal and is saved by Hydra of Ellis, able to go through forward. Pluvo picks it up though, stops it getting too far. We do see it goes through. We see Vuk going for a little jump. Ellis comes through. Pluvo stops it, but Benji is there to come and cleanse again. But luckily it only hits the side with enough time to retaliate. We see Benji and Ellis playing it backwards, which I guess is defensive play because you're playing it away from the opponents. Vuk gets a touch. Pluvo is in the wrong place to try and score and turn around. Ellis can retaliate, take it as far as they want. They have options in the goal and in their passing opportunities. Benji plays it through, gets through to Ellis, who goes for a touch. Benji just misses it. Hydra comes to collect it. And we're just seeing the Dragons now completely dominate the side of the field. Pluvo has brought it forward, but at what cost? Nearly a minute left. You've really lost all potential to get that comeback you had in game 2.
It's a very, very, structured system that the Dragons are playing here. You can see how they're playing just based off watching them. One player goes for it, they communicate, follows the ball up, keeps that pressure on the corner. They just don't let the ball go out of their sight. They keep touches as close to them as possible as well. They just want to keep the ball, keep possession, because they know exactly what's going to happen if they give time and space to a team with the players like Smash and Pluvo, which is, if they have space, they're going to score goals. And I don't think, that it was probably expected that this team were going to come out and field as such a strong team and play such a good performance either. But, there's like this game at least, Dragons have been faultless. They have been absolutely faultless. They've been absolutely incredible. Hydra the whole way through for me. He's been the man of the moment. He's been the one to score the goals, the nice shot placement, the speed to the ball. He's been able to beat out everybody in that defense, no matter who the name, what the tag is, and they don't care. They just want to get this win on the board, and what a win it'll be, and what a season it'll be. This is the level that we're going to be playing at.
It'll be an amazing win, especially if you say you can get over the names of Pluvo and Hosky, who in every tournament I've casted over have just done so well. They've either had these amazing comebacks or have just dominated the game completely. We see a lovely little attempt towards the end of the game, not letting the ball touch the ground, trying to get a fifth in the last couple of seconds, but not quite getting it. And well done to the Dragons, taking a 4-0 win over into a 3-0 overall win, which is something I didn't expect to see when we're seeing the players we had on the opposing team, but still an amazing show of play. With a good attempt in that second game with an amazing 4-4 comeback, but wasn't quite enough to take it all the way through in that final game.
Yeah, and there's a lot of if buts or maybes about the game. What if they'd have won game number 2? What would have happened then? Would they have carried on with the confidence? Maybe, but again though, that game there really does show you how there's no iron team. And that you really have to rely on all 3 players of that team, because you've all got to work together to win, and that is exactly what the Dragons did. All 3 players there, Ellis, Benji, and Hydra, absolutely incredible. My MVP personally there, Hydra, amazing. Every shot seemed to go towards the net or in the net, and the speed that he's shown as well is brilliant. But no, wow, what a game, what a shock. Probably a shock result for quite a few people, that, not just myself and Kazel. I'm sure some of you guys in chat are shocked. I don't know if you're shot yourselves, the players there, but nevertheless, that is the final game for tonight. We have got through 2 great games, 2 sweeps as well, very surprisingly. You don't usually expect to see that. Sweeps sometimes are rare, sometimes are common. It might just be one of those days today that it is going to be one of those common ones. But no, we should be back next week, next Wednesday, with the Rocket League, to give you more content here with 2 different teams, hopefully, or 4 different teams on the stream. So don't miss that. Obviously, there's events going on all week as well around the board for different games, so go into the EsportsWales Discord to see if any of them pique your interest, any of your side hobbies apart from Rocket League. But no, it is the time to thank you all for watching today. You've been an amazing audience. Kazel's been an amazing co-caster with me as well. I'm pretty sure coming in at late notice as well. So thank you very much for that. And Rowan behind the scenes, I know he likes me mentioning him. Behind the scenes there, running the show and the production. Really, really good stuff from him. Getting everything sorted, getting us all organised. Brilliant. And lastly, EsportsWales for the opportunity. Thanks for having me back for Season 2. I'm glad to be here. But now, it is the time, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very much, and we will see you next week. Goodbye now.